tits.
You know, I think I played this game a little too much, man. I mean, I'm really starting to take things way too seriously. Last video, I got an erection. This video, I'm damn near in clinical depression. Now, this is a Jade Rabbit review. And by the way, this is my favorite scout rifle. Matter of fact, you can go back to D1 days and see me rocking this consistently in trials. It was my baby. Now, it came out approximately, what, 6 months ago? Close to it. And 6 months ago, I said that it was really, really good. But that was under the context that we were looking at around 1.2 second time to kill overall, or at least that was the optimal average time to kill. Now here recently, we've had a lot of exotic changes, which I am super happy about. But Jade Rabbit, being the monster scout rifle that it once was, is just now in a terrible state. And I know, it's my fault. I put a lot of faith in this catalyst. I thought this catalyst right here was going to completely change this weapon and make it an ultimate powerhouse scout in the Crucible, but it doesn't. Yes, it throws on stability. Yes, it's more manageable, but at the end of the day, you're looking at Jade Rabbit here in D2 with a 1.2 second time to kill, and quite frankly, guys, it just can't compete. There's a lot of things here that I like about Jade Rabbit, really, but that was a couple weeks ago. That was before all of the changes have been rolled out. Essentially, a Graviton Lance can do everything a Jade Rabbit can do and be more forgiving, and on top of those things, it has a much, much better time to kill, as well as a beastly ass AoE effect. And what does Jade Rabbit get? We hit 56 a crit. 50 fucking 6, boys. So quite frankly, I cannot recommend Jade Rabbit to anyone to not at least use competitively. It's very clear to me that this weapon has not received the love that other weapons have received, and until it gets an absolute rework, it is just not going to hold its own against the other powerhouse exotics in Crucible. I know, man, it's a letdown. By the way, for those that are still wondering, this catalyst does drop in Crucible, and then after you, of course, you get it to drop in Crucible, you have to get 250 kills with it in order to fully unlock it. That is very painful. I'm actually on the grind on my own account. Again, shout out to Light Razor for doing all the work here, boys. I'm doing it on my own account. I'm only at 100 kills. This is very painful to do in Crucible with the current state of this weapon, because you're going to be met with forces like Graviton Lance, Vigilance Wing, Crimson, maybe even some Sturm action, but regardless, you're gonna be met with a lot of other exotics that will be fucking wrecking you, man. And quite honestly, guys, if you do get the catalyst, I wouldn't even like stress to get it unlocked all the way. I would honestly just throw it in your vault and hope that eventually Bungie will actually do something to the scout rifle to make it better, to make it more competitive, and then eventually you might be able to break it out and get those 250 kills. But right now, given the state that it is and the different game types that we have available to us, and especially the maps, because that's another thing that's just working against these high impact scouts, and especially Jade Rabbit, man, these maps are so built and designed to be more short and mid-range friendly, and that's why you still see weapons like Last Hope dominating, a weapon that's primarily supposed to be a short-range weapon only, but that's because the way the map, the way everything's designed, and the way it pushes people together, and Jade Rabbit is just not an optimal choice. Now again, like I said, a couple weeks ago, I made a video talking about how to go into Crucible, or how to go into ranked and play as a solo player, and Jade Rabbit was the weapon I was using. I was having a great time using Jade, and Jade was good then, but now that time to kill has essentially sped up, and Jade Rabbit not touched at all. There's nothing here that this weapon has to offer that I think will be beneficial for you.
I will remember you. Will you remember me?
Jade Rabbit, I love you, baby.